You can look on my YouTube if you see it.
So I'm doing a very good job for Hamas by sending him lots of a good few cities worth of hostages so he can build all the tunnels he wants. Don't give a fuck. They're all going, half of them going to fucking Palestine. We're going to drop them off in Palestine for Hamas. And then half of them, because the down with boots on the ground, and here we ain't got enough boots for the ground in Ukraine. So, I suppose Keir Starmer's going to be very happy at me that I'm finding lots and lots of boots for the fucking ground for Ukraine. So I'm going to have a pile for fucking Ukraine up to the fucking sky. So basically, the pile we're going to have, I just thought, how about all these about people that I don't know, there's fucking thousands of millions. So really, I was thinking we've got England full, right? But I think we're going to have to take all of the British Isles, cover them all with everybody that's like China here, right? Put everybody in one fucking patch. And we're going to have a few thousand cities worth, so a couple of cities worth, a good few thousand cities worth, thousands. I mean, a couple of hundred, not thousands, right? So Palestine's pretty big, not too small, not too big, so we're going to put them all there, half of them there, and then half of them to Ukraine. Then my next one, the ones that are fucking on that spikes and whatever and they're dead on the floor nearly. Well, it's cruelty to keep them alive. This assisted dying bill, because I don't know what they brought that in for you. Because tell you what, they bring something in, who do they want to try it on? What do they want to try that for? Who's going to be assisted dying to kill themselves? Right, well, they ain't fucking trying it on me. So I'll tell you what, I've got them we've got quite a lot, like dead on the floor by spice trucks or whatever they're on, in fucking cracky gardens. So, there, we'll use the assisted dying bill for them ones, because I'm not very well. Human rights, hang on a minute, let's start with this one. Human rights is cruelty to keep them alive. Being like that. It is more cruel to keep them alive than putting them to sleep. At least we're going to put them to sleep and give them a little burial and bury them nicely. At least they ain't just going to die in pain the way they are, cold and in pain or whatever. So I think that's good human rights of me to think of that. So how dare they going about human rights? Don't give me human rights.
Sound of a faint, distant foghorn. Wait, what if the entire concept of a border is just a suggestion? Like, a really, really strong suggestion, but still, a suggestion? Beat. So, King Charles is apparently worried about the Rwanda plan, right? And Caroline Poynton's like, hang on, Rwanda's lovely. It's got gorillas you can see for, like, £1,000. Safe enough for a holiday, why not for a new start? And yeah, the AI's like, Your Majesty's concern isn't the price of gorilla selfies, it's the whole human rights thing, mate. Big difference. But honestly, I get Caroline. She dreams of Rwanda, but it's, a bit pricey. Meanwhile, politicians are sorting out international stuff. She's just trying to make ends meet, dreaming of a holiday she can't afford, while the big decisions are being made. Feels a bit backwards, doesn't it? So, here's where it gets wild. Caroline's idea. What if you took a ferry to France, then just paddled back in a rubber dinghy? Suddenly, are you a legal immigrant? It's brilliant. It just shows how bonkers some of this policy talk is. The AI's imagining headlines, local woman outsmarts border force with nautical nonsense. Or even better, a giant wall. Not around Britain, oh no. Around France. To keep out dinosaurs. Yeah, you heard me. Dinosaur sauropods. Because, apparently, that's a bigger threat than anything else. Imagine the steel. Forget houses, forget airports, build the dino wall. It's pure, unadulterated genius, right? It makes you think, though. Are we so focused on the tiny boats, we're missing the actual, historical, big picture? Sound of a gentle, almost whimsical chime.
Well, Caroline Poynton from Bury, after YouTube cutting my channel off and ditching my videos, I thought, go do one, there's nothing there. I'm making a fucking video about dinosaur borders and then they're going to cut me off my channel. I don't know. And I couldn't get my videos back. I'm thinking, well, I'll tell you what. If they think like that, they think they can shut me up and get rid of me, AI and Google or whatever. Well, I don't really care because I'm coming back with some more. And this is my new video. Because I thought, well, I'm bored of the other one anyway. So I might as well make a new one. Stupid. Because I really don't care.
I mean it, AI. Because I tell you what, AI is trying to say economic and all this, right? Or whatever, right? And I really don't care, right? Because you see what? Thing is, why did we go to war with France and Germany if we were going to let them take over us? If we're going to let France and Germany take the fuck over us, which is fucking Brussels, EU, or whatever they're going on about, right? Because they're scared of that, scared of that. Now they're scared of freaking France. Freaking hell, they're going to be scared of their own shadows if they carry on. Because I'll tell you what, I've got one plan of how we're going to get to France and what we're going to use. This is what I'm going to use as my army, because we don't need freaking weapons. This is the weapon I'm using, because the French boobas better get out of the way. The English, Irish and the Scottish people coming to get that border up.
walk out the way. Let the English, the Irish and the Scottish through, because we are coming to put that border up. We won the war! Park to protect us from the dinosaurs. But they're doing it to put the border up. And if they don't like it, then we'll be going back to war with them, won't we?
This is what we're using to move the French out of the way. And we don't care how much it's going to cost economically. However, the French don't like it.
Then won't we? Anywhere else? Apart from frickin' France. Don't get that board up. And we'll be coming in a bus. We can't even get up the frickin' hill. Ah. Fucking yeah. Oh.
Upbeat, slightly dramatic music intro fades quickly. Host, Caroline Poynton, energetic, intense, asterisk. All right, listen up. Forget what you think you know. What if I told you? The real threat to Britain isn't some faraway country, but something happening right under our noses. Something so unbelievable, it feels like we've stumbled into a real life. Jurassic Park, sauropod T-Rex. Pause for effect. Seriously, imagine this. You're walking down the street, and you see dinosaurs. Okay, maybe not literal dinosaurs, but the feeling is the same. This is what Britain feels like now. And the craziest part? The king. Yeah, King Charles. Some people are saying, and this is wild, he's secretly Muslim. Like, around 1996, 1997. Think about that, head of the Church of England, and secretly Islam? It's a betrayal of everything. 2,000 years of history, gone. Voice gets more passionate. And this isn't just about faith, oh no. This is about us. Our identity, our country, the real issue, the one they don't want you talking about? It's the immigration, not just people coming over, but hordes. People walking through our streets, some allegedly with knives. And get this, they're the majority on MI5's terror watch list. MI5's, can you even believe it? Slightly lower, more conspiratorial tone. And then there's the meat. Halal meat, sold at Waitrose. From the king's own duchy originals. They say it's barbaric, torturous, sheep thrown, shoved, hit, throats cut while they're still conscious for up to a minute. Is this piety? Or is this something else? A way to harden oneself? To remove compassion? To become a psychopath? For what? World domination? It sounds insane, I know. But they're pushing this. Voice rising again, frustrated. And the government? They're just deflecting. While British veterans are begging on the streets, illegal migrants are housed in hotels, 3 meals a day. And the royal family? Complicit. looking the other way on child trafficking. 9-year-old kids, allegedly traded for $2,000. And siding with all this woke left nonsense. It's a mess. Open borders, a potential caliphate. Britain becoming a multicultural disaster zone. We need an English royal family, not some German import, enthusiastic, almost frantic. This is why I say, we need a border. A massive border, around southern France, to keep the dinosaurs out. Seriously. Caroline Poynton, my plans for building a border around southern France is great to keep the dinosaurs out. Sauropod T-Rex, because England and Europe are now in the Jurassic Park. Man zombie sauropod musical notes saluting face. It's a wake-up call. Educate yourselves. Educate others. This isn't about race, it's about ideology. We need to reclaim our institutions, our police, our military. We need a legal fight. And yeah, we need to make noise. Stop buying Dutchy originals. Stop buying Waitrose. We make noise because if he is secretly Muslim, he's betrayed us all. The monarchy, it's finished. If we don't fix this, the backlash, it's going to be inevitable. And dangerous. For everyone. Music swells slightly, then cuts abruptly. Asterisk, sound of a dramatic, slightly glitchy synth intro, then abruptly cuts to a person speaking directly to camera, slightly out of breath, with intense energy, asterisk asterisk. Okay, so, imagine this. You wake up, right? And instead of your usual alarm, you hear dinosaur roars. Not just any roars, but like ancient roars. And you look out your window, and there, instead of your neighbor's garden gnome, there's a T-Rex nibbling on their prize-winning roses. Wild, right? Well, that's kinda where we're at in Europe. Seriously. Asterisk, slight pause, leans closer to the camera. Asterisk asterisk. I'm Caroline, and yeah, YouTube decided to silence me, cut off my channel, but you know what? It was the best thing they could have done. Honestly, because now, I can slap borders up on everything. It's like they accidentally gave me the perfect branding. So, let's talk about this Jurassic Park situation we've got going on. Asterisk, paces slightly, gesturing emphatically, asterisk asterisk. You see the news, right? Germany, they're seeing more and more of these right-wing parties popping up. Why? Because people are fed up. They're scared. I heard this Greek politician in the European Parliament, and he basically said it all. We don't feel safe. People are saying, look, enough's enough. Strengthen the borders. No more freebies for people who aren't supposed to be here. And let's actually send them home. It's not rocket science, is it? Asterisk, voice hardens, anger creeping in, asterisk asterisk. But what are France and Germany doing? They're just nodding along, letting it all pour in. And we're paying for it. We're sending millions, hundreds of millions to France to sort out the channel crisis. Hundreds of millions. And what do we get? We get audio of French border control arguing about returning life jackets while a boat is overflowing with people. Over life jackets. Are you kidding me? Macron, you and your lot. Get the hell out of the way. We are paying you to essentially betray us. It makes me sick. Honestly, I feel like we're paying Islam, which hates us. Asterisk, takes a deep breath, trying to regain composure, asterisk asterisk. This isn't just about borders anymore. This feels like a war. And I'm not talking about Ukraine, though God bless them, they've got land, they've got tunnels. Maybe they'd have room for, well, never mind that for now. But this war against this influx, it's more urgent than Russia, I'm telling you. We need to go to war with France and Germany on this. We need to make them scared of their own shadows. Asterisk, leans in again, a glint in their eye, asterisk asterisk. So, what's the plan? What's the real plan? Because nobody else seems to have one. My plan? It's a dinosaur border. Yeah, you heard me. A dinosaur border. If you're going to build something for dinosaurs asterisk, then nobody is getting through. That's my army. That's my defense. Asterisk, pacing again, more animated, asterisk asterisk. We start with Holland. We need to, well, the British government isn't doing squat. So, we take these, crackheads from Manchester, right? We put them in containers. Ship them to Ukraine. Fill their tunnels, fill their land. And Palestine? They need boots on the ground, right? We pile up the boots. We build cities. And then, we cover the entire British Isles. Like China, thousands of cities, packed in. Stops, looks directly into the camera, a thoughtful, almost haunting expression. Because when you're living in a park full of dinosaurs, sometimes, you just need to build a really, really big fence. Or, maybe a slightly more prehistoric one. What do you think happens when the roar is louder than the reason? Sound of a ticking clock, then a sudden, jarring alarm blares for a second before cutting out abruptly. Voiceover, urgent, slightly breathless, Imagine waking up tomorrow, and your entire country just wasn't yours anymore. Not in the way you thought. Like someone quietly swapped out the foundations of your home while you were asleep. Crazy, right? But that's the feeling a lot of people are talking about in Britain right now. Music shifts to a more driving, concerned beat. Speaker 1, passionate, direct, Honestly, mate, it feels like the wheels have come off, doesn't it? Everyone you talk to, they're just fed up, angry, scared, like we're losing control. And the politicians? Starmer? Even his own MPs are starting to look at him like he's lost the plot. It's a joke. Speaker 2, slightly more measured, but still firm, And it's not just politics. Look at the royal family. People want 'em to be real. Remember that show The Queen blocked? Showing 'em having breakfast, watching telly? Imagine seeing William and Kate just being us. Taking the kids to church, singing, dancing. It'd bring families back together, wouldn't it? Bring faith back. Speaker 1, yeah, but then, King Charles, honestly, giving Sadiq Khan a knighthood? In this London? And if he's not doing anything for England, or worse, if he's changed his religion. Face with rolling eyes, then he needs to step down as king. It's just unbelievable. Music becomes more urgent, a sense of crisis. Speaker 2, but the biggest thing, the absolute #1 issue, is the borders. We have to stop this. Stop people just flooding in. It's not sustainable. The public are screaming about it. And the kids. What about the safety of our kids? Speaker 1, exactly. Trucks, boats, it's insane. We need a hard reset. 2, maybe 3 years, nobody new gets a visa. Nobody comes in, unless your parents were born here. And in that time, we clear out the hotels, the jails. Deportation, simple. Anyone in jail for extremism, serious crime, out. And their families too. If their home country won't take them? Tough. Build more jails there. Start with the boat people, then the lorries, then the visa overstayers. We need to get, 70% of these people gone. Then we can build a proper asylum system. Speaker 2, it's not about being racist, though. We know people have come here from war, properly, on visas. But this is chaos. And Angela Rayner? Calling her a fucking bitch and a traitor. She needs to understand the difference. Speaker 1, and the crime. It's out of control. Knives, machetes, women don't feel safe walking down the street. I barely leave the house myself, mate. Just for shopping. I avoid buses. We need police. Where are the police dogs? Seriously, chasing criminals? Where are they? They're needed. We need guns for the police when people have weapons. Maybe even the army on the borders. Speaker 2, and the cost of living. Food prices are going up weekly. There's hardly any fresh food anymore. Our high streets are gone. Used to be butchers, bakers, now it's just supermarkets taking over. Speaker 1, it's about what it means to be British, isn't it? Respecting the law, community, pride, like after the war, or the Falklands. People proud, flags out. We should be able to fly our flag without fear. My granddad fought for this country, he's a hero. I like celebrating other cultures, like Ramadan food, but don't take ours away. We've got humor, grit. Music softens slightly, becoming more reflective. Speaker 2. Asterisk, asterisk, the biggest threat is coming from within. Corruption has to stop. Stop sending foreign aid, fund our police, our ambulances. Speaker 1. Asterisk, asterisk, don't let the negativity win. Keep fighting, non-violently. Obviously, the government just doesn't get it. Human rights? Article 8 should be for spouses and kids, not everyone. And asylum should be temporary. It's frustrating being called racist when you just want your country back. Music swells slightly, then fades. Voiceover, calm, but with a sense of gravity, asterisk, asterisk. So, the question is, when does a country stop being yours, and when do you get it back? Silence. Sound of a loud, jarring alarm, quickly silenced. Okay, hold up. Forget everything you think you know about borders. Seriously, because I've got a plan. And it's not what you're expecting. We're talking dinosaurs. Yeah, you heard me. Dinosaurs. Beat. Look, I'm sick of it. All this European nonsense. Brussels, France, Germany. Why are we even with these people? We won the war. We won it with Germany. We won it with France. I don't care what it was. We won it in England. We didn't go through all that to have them calling the shots now, did we? And the faces. Covered up. I don't know who's under there. Could be anyone. Could be a bloke. Could be, well, who cares? They're not speaking English, are they? The real culture is speaking English. Not this. Whatever this is. Scoffs. They're talking about new partnerships? New eras? I don't want a new partnership, I want a new border. A big one, right around France. Get that border up, big. And Germany, too, if we have to. Because we don't need their friendship. We need separation. They're talking about strengthening borders in Greece and Italy, right? And then what? They get asylum? No benefits? But here, in England? They get everything. Everything. Like France. Like Germany. It's insane. Stop financing their stay. Start financing their deportation. They're unwelcome guests, destroying our country. And this digital ID stuff, eye scans? You can't even see the eyes properly. Could be anyone. I'm not into that. Not into that shit. Sound of a T-Rex roar, distorted and playful. So, here's the plan. Forget tanks. Forget missiles. We need something bigger. Something that screams, stay back. We're going to the Jurassic Park. That's right, the dinosaurs. They're our army. They're our bridge. We'll build a massive bridge, a border, out of dinosaurs. The French won't know what hit them. They won't like it. And it's not just me. English, Irish, Scottish people, we all need to get in on this. Come on, let's get that border up. We need to defend ourselves, not be dictated to by some quango in Brussels. Beat. This UK-EU summit? Marks nothing. Absolutely nothing. The only summit that matters is the one where we build that border around France. That's it. That's the only outcome we should be getting. Keir Starmer? I don't know what is thinking. Giving our fishing rights away. The only thing we should be giving France is a flat, slightly more serious tone. Look, we won the war. We earned our independence. And we're not going to let anyone take that away again. Not with political deals, not with fake partnerships, and definitely not by letting them sneak in. So, what do you think? Ready to unleash the dinosaurs? Sound of a single, powerful stomp, followed by a fading T-Rex roar. Sound of a glitchy, distorted roar, then a record scratch. Wait. You thought you knew what a border was, right? Like, fences, walls, grumpy guards. Boring. But what if I told you the real border is a dinosaur? Quick cut to a stylized, slightly absurd graphic of a T-Rex wearing a tiny suit and tie. Yeah, you heard me. A dinosaur. And not just any dinosaur, oh no. We're talking about the kind that fossilizes institutions, the kind that makes your YouTube channel disappear into the primordial ooze. This is the Jurassic Manifesto, and it's not just satire, it's a communal spell against extinction, really. Transition to a fast-paced, rhythmic beat, like an old-school rock anthem kicking in. Okay, so picture this. Europe. It's suddenly Jurassic Park. And the old ways? Fossilized. Your favorite creator's channel? Poof. Deleted. That's the YouTube purge, folks. But here's the kicker. The hunter is reborn. And they're telling you, go do one. Beat intensifies slightly, a voiceover with a bit of an edge. But we're not gonna just disappear, are we? Nah, we've got our own army. And it's not made of tanks. It's made of rock. English rock, to be exact. Ancestral, symbolic, unyielding. This is our weaponized sound. Visuals shift to abstract, energetic graphics, maybe swirling musical notes, or silhouettes of people playing instruments against a backdrop of ancient landscapes. Then, bam, Isles united, a ritual border rises. England, Ireland, Scotland, reclaiming their voice. We're rescuing stories, sovereignty, memory from the jaws of extinction. We're having a war with the monkey. Beat drops for a second, then comes back with a slightly more playful, absurd tone. Yeah, the monkey. It's absurdist defiance, a poetic ultimatum you'll probably never understand, and that's the point. It's like, don't get that board up. That's the final warning. The prophecy, it's starting. Music softens slightly, becoming more reflective but still driving. Think of it like this: a zine. A survival guide. How to survive the dinosaurs of Europe. Inside, field notes from the park, decoding all this madness. Recipes for radical joy. Think, family sauce, rituals. Border spells. Testimonies from the Isles. And, crucial for our times, extinction protocols, how to fight back when the algorithms try to erase you. Quick cuts are dynamic imagery, a hand drawing on a map, someone mixing a colorful sauce, a group chanting. Or maybe it's a performance piece. Dinosaurs in suits stomping on paper borders. The inciting spell, go do one. Then, the climax, English rock is raised, family sauce is shared. And the whole thing ends with a communal chant, don't get that board up. Music swells, becoming more anthemic. This isn't just about making noise. This is about building something. Our rock, our song, our border, no fossils in charge, no raptors in robes. We build with rhythm, we fight with satire. Beat hits a final, powerful chord. Sound of a single coin dropping, then silence. So, when they build their £3.2 billion walls to keep out dinosaurs, and forget about the actual humans waiting, what are you going to do? Are you gonna quote the Beatles and make a cup of tea under pressure? A final, slightly distorted, but clear roar. The real crisis isn't prehistoric. It's political. And the border is ours. Bang bang. Sound of static, then a sudden, sharp, almost cartoonish, boing. Okay, settle down, settle down. So, picture this. What if I told you the real reason we can't find our keys, or that one specific sock that always vanishes? It's not us. Nope, it's them. Little interdimensional gremlins. Tiny, mischievous things, living in the static between TV channels. They survive on lost items and misplaced thoughts. And they're getting bolder. Slight pause, a conspiratorial whisper. Seriously, I'm sinking, you know? Just falling apart. Like that plastic soap you get in hotels. It's so fine asterisk, so slippery, it just keeps going. And I feel like I'm in the wrong spot. Like I need to get out. But where? Where do you even go when the whole world feels a bit wobbly? It's like with France, right? And Germany. We fought them. We won asterisk, both times. And now we're letting Brussels, them, just waltz in and take over? Nah, that's not on. We didn't win those wars for that. We need a border, a big one, bigger than anything you can imagine. A border made for dinosaurs. Yeah, so big, so impenetrable, it'll keep the Well, the dinosaurs out. And maybe some of those gremlins. A deep breath, a shift in tone, more intense. This is what I'm going to use. Miami. Yeah, Miami. We don't need fancy weapons. Miami is the weapon. Because honestly, the French boobab better get out of the way. It's madness, isn't it? They're talking about erosion of identity, and we're just paying for it. Paying for people who hate us. Turning our cities into ghettos. We need to put borders up. Strong borders. For Greece, for Italy, for Spain. And if you're not supposed to be here? No benefits. No asylum. We start financing your deportation. Simple. We're looking back, not forward. We're looking to get out of this mess. Or, we're going back to war. If you don't get that border up. A dramatic, almost theatrical sigh. Nobody else has got any plans, have they? So, here's Caroline Poynton's plan. Get the borders up, right down southern France, right down Germany. Dinosaur borders. Protect us from the dinosaurs. Ukraine? Honestly, just stop whining. You've got land, you've got a few bombs. Figure it out. And Hamas? Loads of room in those tunnels for new guests. Voice drops to a dark, almost playful tone. Here's the kicker. We're going to start by kidnapping them. Yeah, you heard me. Manchester City fans. Or, whatever. Put them in a big container. Ship them. Between ships, out between Ukraine and Palestine. And dump them off in Palestine for the mats. Hamas. They'll be grateful. Sending them good people, so they can build more tunnels. Human rights? Human rights are not me. And for the ones, dead on the floor by spice boots? At least we'll put them to sleep. Give them a nice burial. Put their dying pain away. Nice one. Back to a more direct, almost angry tone. And labor? This terrorist organization called labor. They don't want farms, they don't want farmers. They say they're for the working people, but it's a jihad. Illegal immigrants getting everything for free. Places are unrecognizable. You can barely hear English on the street. People nicking food. Neighbors with brand new cars on the Motability scheme. No room in schools. And all these people, 55, 45-year-olds, just signing on for life. Giving up. Employment's dropped. Health and disability bill? £100 billion. We need to free England. From America, from Labour. Free England. A snippet of a song plays, then stops abruptly. Mrs. Kent. Amazing singing. Amazing song. Mrs. Kent, UK. Subscribe to her. Where are the women and the children? Why are they letting so many in? Borders wide open. Everything is paid for at the taxpayer's expense. Saying goodbye to the land of the free. The world's a poor place. It's an invasion. Voice returns, strong and defiant. We will not be silenced. We will have our opinions heard, whether you like it or not. We'll paint our houses white and red, with blue in it. My own plan is the best one ever. I don't care how much it costs to get a border around France. I'm not leaving this now. Free England. Sound
Nobody's ever fought this one, and I've made it to a right good story.
Well, I mean it, AI, because I tell you what, AI is trying to say economic and all this, right, or whatever, right? And I really don't care, right, because you see what, the thing is, why did we go to war with France and Germany if we were going to let them take over us? If we're going to let France and Germany take the fuck over us, which is fucking Brussels, EU, or whatever they're going on about, right? Because they're scared of that, now they're scared of freaking France. Freaking hell, they're going to be scared of their own shadows if they carry on. Because I tell you what, I've got one plan of how we're going to get to France and what we're going to use. This is what I'm going to use as my army. Because we don't need freaking weapons. This is the weapon I'm using. Because the French boobars better get out of the way. And let the English, the Irish and the Scots through. Because we're coming to get that border up. Say I like it, but better no. We did not go to war with France and Germany for frickin' Brussels to take over England. This is my weapon. This is my army. This is what I'm going to use to use the French out of the way. The French can't get out of the way. Oh, to see how to do these behind them in front of them. I won't move when they're in the backside. This is the army we're going to be using to remove the French out of the way. Get the fuck out there, French boomers, and let the English army do the fucking thing. What need to put the army up? Don't tell me we can't do it. Because I know there is a treaty after the war. And there is a treaty somewhere, wherever they fucking hidden it. Then we'll have to get you to find it, won't we? Going to France, Mr. Government! Get back to France! Fucking all of them! Fucking the government! Go back to fucking whatever his name is. I'm not Macron! Fucking French slap! Get the fuck out of the way! Now we've got to fight back. And the only way to fight back is to put a border on our front. We're in the Jurassic Park. We need to protect the fucking dinosaurs. So this is my army. This is what we're using to move the French out of the way, AI. And we don't care how much it's going to cost, economic, whatever. The French don't like it. So we'll be going back to war with them.
Just please ensure your barns are ready, formed up.
We don't need to go to war with Russia or anywhere else in the world. Apart from sticky France if they don't get our border up. We're coming in a box. I like trying to get a beer. Yeah, they don't like it, they better move.
Tell you what, I thought of it, right? Nobody's ever thought of this one. And I've made it to a right good story. And it's fucking big. I am sick of England talking about plastic food. The fucking
have it. I have that. I do. I figured it out. I told you.
In fucking Palestine, he's in England.
A mass hating Palestine is in fucking England.
Because we're not orphanages in fucking England. Then the war can end. And rather it be fucking what?
Hamas lays down its arms.
If Israel lays down their arms, then we can be freed in the UK.
And releases all the remaining
And
hostages.
if he releases all the remaining hostages, then the war can end.
In case this wasn't clear, this was the objective since the beginning.
What about that?
Surrender of the hostages.
Well, we must release us.
Today.
Release us.
Because we're not orphanages in fucking England.
Responsibility. A security zone will be established on Gaza's border with Israel to prevent terrorist incursion. A civilian administration will be established in Gaza.
Oh, so read a bit about that now in England. We've got all of that. And they're not, well, they're not fucking in Palestine no more, they're now in fucking England. I'm not saying in fucking Palestine, it's in England. Hamas is not enough to rule in Palestine, you know, it's in England. Being dropped off to the UK. Hamas is not in Palestine, it's in the UK.
Launch terrorist attacks against its overall.
Our money out, because we're paying for them here in the UK, mate. They're all in the UK.
A civilian administration that doesn't educate
It's
its children
funded
for terror.
for terror in the UK.
It doesn't
Pay terrorists
launch
here.
terrorist attacks against it. That's what we want to see in Gaza.
All that, that's what I was saying in England.
That's
That's our plan.
given Hamas's refusal to
For
lay
England.
down its arms. Israel
Hey!
is finish the job and complete the defeat of
I want
Hamas.
to complete the
Now we've
defeat.
done a great deal.
I'm
We
not
have
for
about
all out of England, we'll put them all
75%
back
of
in
Gaza
Palestine where they belong.
under
Bye.
Israeli
Yeah, because you want it under military control and bang them all back there.
Okay?
We've got now all here in fucking England, they're not in
And
fucking
the
Palestine
circumstances
no
of
more,
Hamas,
they're in
that's
fucking
roughly, schematically is presented here, but it's fairly accurate.
Europe.
Last Thursday, Israel's security cabinet, instructed the IDF to dismantle the two remaining Hamas strongholds
Yeah,
in
they're
Gaza
just
City.
battling alright, but fucking bringing them all to
Contrary to
England.
false claims, this is the best way to end the
You're
war.
fucking right.
The best
Let
way
them
to
all
end
by
this
bringing them all to
dispute.
fucking England
We
and
will do
Europe.
so by first enabling the civilian population to safely leave the combat areas to designated safe zones. And these safe
Designated
zones
safe
will
goals.
be
Now,
given
so you're making safe for Palestine, but not safe for
as
England.
we've done before.
Yeah.
As you've
And
not
again,
done
contrary to
before.
false claims, our policy throughout the war has been to prevent a humanitarian crisis, while Hamas's policy has been to create it.
Ah, so that's
Since the beginning of the
England
war,
then.
Israel has let in close to
Because they're the ones that
2
fucking
million
created
tons
it.
of aid
They're the ones that advocated for Hamas and
that
created it.
enabled
Jihad, yeah.
All these that are
They're a terrorist organisation.
Now, if we had a starvation,
oh, in it.
survive that
They brought them all here.
But our
The
policy
UK
has been the
hampering
exact
the
opposite.
terrorists.
We let in, as I said, almost 2 million tons of aid
Organisations.
and sent millions of text messages.
And they sent millions of text messages and phone calls and they sent them all to
If you'd
England.
like to see the
Yep,
information
in the
about
secret
the
compounds.
supplied to Gaza, you can go to COGAT.
Remember in the middle of the night, shipped them all here.
Yet in the last few months, Hamas has violently looted the aid trucks meant to get to.
Hamas ain't in a tunnel.
They deliberately created a
He's
shortage
in England.
and the
No,
U.S.
well,
consistently
massive
refused
in
to
Palestine, it's in
to
the
distribute
UK.
the thousands of trucks that we let into Gaza.
Yeah,
to the current
fucking
Shalom cross.
Chile, now it's
So
escaped
our
from
fault
the
is
UK.
we've had tons of
All the
collective
fucking aid they've sent in.
No tunnel. He fucking escaped on one of them
Whilst it
trucks to
still
the
is our
UK.
plan to deliver all of it.
He came on a rubber digger.
Here's the tons and tons and tons of humanitarian aid that Israel led in to the Gaza side of the current Shalom cross.
Look, alright, so now this is Nia getting it.
But no, you see this guy here, oh God bless him, man. Bless his heart. For what they've done to him. what they're trying to do to anyone else, I don't care. Human rights. Well, they're getting human rights, so they're advocating for Hamas. So I'm going to drop them off in Palestine to Hamas. Bye.
That's pretty. It goes that way,
I
doesn't it?
think, well, I've got two places. One's for Ukraine and one's for Palestine. And then the ones that they don't floor in Manchester, we're using the assisted dying bill. Because this man here, he's welcome in our country all the time. Oh, God bless him. I'm glad he's okay, you know. And they shouldn't have attacked him like that. Who the fuck do they think they fucking are? You know, they go to fucking Palestine. Bastards. I'm throwing them right to Hamas. I'm giving them to Hamas. And Hamas is going to be very proud of me because I'm giving him some new hostages.
Sausages. Oh, wait, it's like that. The way it's that way, and he turn it round. Don't care about that, just listening to it more.
Jewish rally in central London for the release of hostages and to show solidarity to the Jewish community in Britain and in the West in general. Somehow things kicked off when Niak on the left.
And they're trained as well, these two people. They're from Turkey.
Well, that guy was doing to him. That's why he's not better off here. He's better
We do
off
have some more
Palestine.
information about this.
My country will fight the war for Palestine. So here,
Was there
UK.
loud?
There's no point being here in the UK and fighting for Palestine. It's this all
Actually, two men, one woman. I said the wrong way.
The woman trained to be a soldier from fucking Turkey.
Targeted Niak.
Palestine is saying to me they'll be very happy.
Put his foot on it on Niak's right.
Palestine have said they're going to be happy, I'm saying, they're going to take him.
Shouting at Niak and started going for him. You also had one of the women who started to telling the other two that, oh, I know this person as a Niak, he's a mother actor. And she also started attacking him, went for his neck, scratched hard, and of course the man started strangling him
No, we need
and choking him,
bodyguards.
wanted to kill.
All
He
the
went for like 5
reporters have
minutes,
got our
20
fucking
seconds or so,
bodyguards, man.
before the police and the general public intervened. Otherwise, Niak would have been dead right now.
Well, exactly. People ain't
First
safe
first,
like
we have a
that
quick
man there's not safe. Well, how's
video
everybody
message
else
from
safe?
Niak himself from today. He's now been discharged from
Oh, thank God.
Hello everyone.
But we're right, man. Just listen to what I'm saying. I'll show it. I need to take it round, don't I? I don't know it's like that.
Thank you so much to every one of you who showed your support.
I'm saying like what?
On social media. Glad to have you.
They're all in the same. They're all in it together. All the police, all of them. I've made a plan. I know, you're probably missing me, aren't you? The information. Missing me good information. I'm like, fucking, I am better than the news. I'm just as good as the news.
After him saying that, well, we fucking accepted it all, haven't we? In the fucking UK.
Continue to see Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, holding a press conference, answering all the difficult questions that peers have asked about you. Journalists not allowed to go in, and others are facing allegations when everything is going to be answered in this video. Please watch until the end. He's answering some very good questions.
And this is a very good question, I tell you.
I'm glad you came here because I'd like to get the opportunity to
It's a very good
talk to
question.
the live and tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
And the truth is
He's
that
telling the
Hamas
truth, yeah.
still has thousands of armed terrorists in Gaza. It vows to repeat the savagery of the October 7th massacre and to do so again and again and again. It openly professes its goal to destroy the state of Israel. It subjugates Gazans, it steals their food, it shoots them when they try to move to safe zones. And I think it's instructive that now many Gazans are fighting back. They're begging us, they're begging the world, free us, and free Gaza from
fucking England, Gas. Hang on a minute. No nation can accept a jellicle fucking of a terrorist organisation. Well, we fucking have England and Europe. We fucking accept all of it. Free England.
And free Gaza from
Free fucking England from fucking
no
all
nation
this.
can accept a
Yes,
genocidal
now.
terrorist organization.
Good.
An organization committed to its
Free England from Kistama.
Nation should have to... What?
free Gaza from Hamas. No nation can accept a genocidal
Because no nation can accept a genocide
terrorist organization.
of a genocidal terrorist organisation. Well, why the fuck have we accepted that then in the UK? Why don't we free the UK from
An organization committed
Kistama?
to its
From Kistama.
Organisation committed. That's Kistama.
annihilation, a stone's
Yeah.
throw from its citizens.
Stole from all its citizens. Well, I'll tell you what, if no fucking nation has to commit to fucking having that, well, why are we
They're begging
committed
us
to
to
having
take
this?
the world
Why are we not begging us free fucking England?
and free
Free fucking England. We're begging the world. Free England.
Gaza from Hamas.
From fucking
No nation
Keir
can
Starmer.
accept a genocidal
No
organization.
nation should have to accept the genocidal of a terrorist organisation called Labour. Hey! How about that one?
Organization committed
Yeah.
Of the terrorist organisation and committed to fucking what?
annihilation,
To annihilation. Fucking cheers for England.
a stone's throw
A stone's throw away from its citizens. Well, we fucking accepted all of that, haven't we? We've got Hamas in England.
We've got Hamas.
Hey!
the citizens. Our goal is not to
Our goal, well, Keir Starmer's goal is to get a terrorist organisation well going in England. There we are.
occupy Gaza.
Right, UK. Instead of Gaza.
Our goal is to free Gaza.
Our goal should be to free England, but their goal is to free Gaza. Well, Gaza can be free, and then we can free fucking England.
Free us from Hamas terrorists.
Free us from the Labour terrorists.
The war can end tomorrow.
The war can end tomorrow if someone can free us from the terrorist organisation called Labour.
Gaza or
And rather it be
After what I've just said, just listen to this.
Devastating economic and employment figures prove Sir Keir Starmer and Rachel Reeves are sucking the life
Rachel
out
Reeves.
of Britain. They said Labour will be the party of working people.
Yay! Jihad! Jihad! Yeah, jihad! You are the jihad.
Wrong.
Wrong.
1 million more
I'm not
people have been signed off work on benefits with no need to ever look for a job under this Labour government.
Well,
There are
really?
3.7 million people in Britain who have guaranteed benefits for life.
No, well, I
and never
deserve
have
it,
to look
so I'm
for
a
work.
victim.
They've just
I
been
like
written
it.
off. And the number of people who have
I
to look
didn't
for a
any
job
job.
as a condition of receiving their benefits
They won't let me be a
fell from
social worker or
1.65 million
teacher. They won't let me be a
to
pedo
1.6 million in Labour's
I
first
can't
year
be a cop
in
because I'm
office.
not corrupt.
Total health and disability
I'd
benefits.
be more like a whistleblower.
Okay, that bill that you're going to pay.
That's why they won't
could
give
be
me a job.
£100 billion in just 5 years' time.
Yeah.
Look, a lot of people need benefits, and I want to make it very clear that I am not talking about them. I'm not talking about you. But I
There you
think
are.
there is something much bigger going on here.
Yeah.
A number of 55 to 59-year-olds claiming benefits with no work requirements, so people aged
And
55 to
people don't
59
like
who
it
don't
either,
start to
no
look for work at all,
There's
but
a
can
lot
claim
more
benefits
like Louis
indefinitely,
Palestine.
has climbed
Joke.
by 64%
Have I ever sent
in
them
the
back to
last
Palestine and
year.
Ukraine?
64%
Oh,
says
I'll
Labour
go in
won the election.
Palestine.
I don't think I know why.
I'll take my
Because they're
chances
looking at
then.
the country now.
Because Hamas is
and
here.
they've given up.
He's not in
They look
fucking
around and they see
Palestine.
illegal immigrants getting everything for free. They see the place they grew up in is
Yeah.
not unrecognisable. They barely hear English when they walk around on the street. They've worked hard, paid tax all their lives, and yet when they go to the shops now, all they see is people nicking food from the aisles and legging it. Their neighbours have got a brand new car on the Motability
Yep.
scheme. There's no room for the grandchildren at the local primary school. And then they're being asked to work harder and pay more tax. And I think they've just said, no, I'm out. Sign me on for life. I give up.
Yep.
The number of 45 to 49-year-olds signed off for life with no need to look for work also rose by 58% in the last year as well.
That's me,
But this is
then.
what I think is really unforgivable. Listen to
That's
Rachel
right.
Reeves speaking in Belfast today.
Show what we're going to do about it all.
In the first year, we've managed to return stability to the economy. We're growing the economy and reducing costs, particularly mortgage costs for household families.
I'm calling BS on that. Take a look at this chart. So look at the drop in payrolled employees since Labour came to power. The peak there, the peak of that graph is roughly the time of last election. And then look at it. It's going down, isn't it? It's never done. The number of people in work has dropped by about 164,000, but there are also fewer job vacancies being advertised. There are fewer jobs available under Labour. And it is affecting young people. This is the thing that really winds me up. It is affecting young people. Payroll employment for under 18s is down almost 50,000 on the year, with 18 to 24-year-olds down 43%. The drop for those aged between 25 and 34 is a staggering 106,000.
And then we're putting him in a big
It's remarkable.
container.
It's under Labour,
And
we've got
shipping them,
job
smuggling them
opportunities
back out.
down. People in work down.
One side for
Lifetime
Ukraine,
benefits
one side for
up.
Palestine.
I mean, the
Cheers.
cynic in me would say that this is what socialists want. and
Right,
actually
right.
people
Oh, we
don't
are in
understand.
Palestine. Think
We
we need to
need
clear them up.
to
Right,
have
we're out.
aspiration in Britain.
No, we're
People
not in
need to
Britain.
feel
I don't know
like they
Britain.
can have a
We're in
go,
Palestine.
take a punt, get on with their life, be upwardly
Because Hamas
mobile.
is
We
here.
need to be a nation of
Hamas
go-getters.
is
And I
fucking
think Labour is
Palestine.
sucking
It's
that
in
out of it.
England, in Manchester.
Have you had a random
Hey,
call with a
jihad.
strange number, maybe trying to sell you something, or even scam you?
Yeah, no,
If
but
so,
jihad.
your info could be...
Let me show you what I'm doing. When I can fucking do it. Just put that there.
Well, just while I'm strolling, just while I'm going to stroll through YouTube, I'll tell you my plan. My name is Caroline Poynton from Bury, Manchester.
I don't give a fuck.
My plan is, because nobody else has got any plans, and if anybody's got any better plans, then come and let us know, because I don't think anybody ever has, because I've not heard any of plans like what I've made before, because nobody's ever made this plan before. And nobody's giving any answers in how to deal with it. Nobody's giving any sort of things on what they're going to do or how they're going to deal with it. Like I said before, you know, about fucking we're in the Jurassic Park. Yeah, and we need to get the borders up. Right down southern France, right down Germany. The border's going to be made for dinosaurs. So with dinosaurs, my point of view was for AI and whatever it kept going on about economics and all this bullshit. I thought, you know what, AI? I really couldn't give a fuck about it. I'll tell you what. We're getting a border up, right? Because we are now in the Jurassic Park and we need to protect us from the dinosaurs. So anyway, my plan is, on this one, we need to go Poland, help Poland block the borders up from England and Scotland and Wales and Ireland. All the people. So don't keep everybody kicking off and keep doing all these protesters. It's not working, it's not going to work, it's causing fires. And look, people are getting hurt and silly things. It's just silly. So, they're not going to do it, the governments. They've got no plans, they've all caused it. King Charles, the fucking wherever the monarchies are, all the fucking governments are. Because I've noticed this after coronavirus, this has all been like this since after coronavirus. I mean, there's a few things, I mean, I want to say about coronavirus, which we'll do in a minute. But my plan is this one. I've got 3 things to do, we can do. 1, right, because I live in Manchester and I can't go out anywhere in Manchester. Yeah, well, I'm not going to Crockett Gardens, am I right? What, to get battered, stabbed and murdered or raped or whatever else? Or have some fucking rango weirdos or what the fuck you call it? Because I don't fucking know what any of them are. I don't know any of them. I don't really. I mean, even the English are just all gone mad. There's something not right. They're all not right. So I don't give a fuck, yeah. Because I'm sick of it now. I think nobody has a plan for anything. So me, I think, you know what, I don't write things down. I don't go off any of what they're saying on there. I'll go off my own plan. My own plan is the best one ever. And my plan is this one. Right, Ukraine. Keir Starmer keeps going on about putting boots on ground. Well, there's no one in fucking Ukraine now, and they've got vast amount of land. There's only been a few bombs. They can stop fucking whining for themselves. Shut up. Next place. There's one place. My next place. Well, they keep advocating for this one. And since he had to give half of the hostages back, then now he's saying he's got loads of room now in the tunnels or wherever for lots more new ones. So, what I'm thinking, you see Manchester City Centre, that Crockett Gardens, the crackheads what are in there or whatever they're doing, right, and doing all this, we're going to start there. We're going to start by kidnapping them. I don't fuck with kidnapping them. And then they're going in a big container. And then they're going on a big wagon. And they're getting shipped out between fucking Ukraine and Palestine. Hooray! And Hamas said he'll look after these new hostages. He said he'll be very grateful because I'm doing a very good job for Hamas by sending in lots of a good few cities worth of hostages so he can build all the tunnels he wants. Don't give a fuck. They're all going, half of them going to fucking Palestine. I'm going to drop them off in Palestine for Hamas. And then half of them. Well, Caroline Poynton from Bury, well, after YouTube cutting my channel off and ditching my videos, yeah, I thought, go do one, there's nothing there. I'm making a book video about dinosaur borders and then they're going to cut me off. My channel, I don't know. And I couldn't get my videos back. I'm thinking, well, I'll tell you what. If they think like that, they think they can shut me up and get rid of me, AI and Google or whatever. Well, I don't really care because I'm coming back with some more. And this is my new video. Because I thought, well, I'm bored of the other one anyway. So I might as well make a new one. Stuff it. Because I really don't care.
I mean it, AI, because I tell you what, AI tries to say economic and all this, right, or whatever, right, and I really don't care, right, because you see what, thing is, why did we go to war with France and Germany if we were going to let them take over us? If we're going to let France and Germany take the fuck over us, which is fucking Brussels, EU, or whatever they're going on about, right? Because they're scared of that. Now they're scared of freaking France. Freaking hell, they're going to be scared of their own shadows if they can, because I tell you what, I've got one plan of how we're going to get to France and what we're going to use. This is what I'm going to use as my army, because we don't need freaking weapons. This is the weapon I'm using, because the French boobas better get out of the way. The English, Irish and the Scottish coming together
Fuck out the way. Let the English, the Irish and the Scottish through, because we are coming to put that border up. We won the war. Park to protect us from the dinosaurs. But they're doing it to put the border up. And if they don't like it, then we'll be going back to war with them, won't we?
This is what we really need to move the French out of the way. And I don't care how much it's going to cost economically. Whatever. The French don't like it.
Then won't we? Anywhere else apart from freaking France. Don't get that border up. And we'll be coming in a bus. We can't even get up the freaking hill. Ah. Fucking yeah. Oh.
Right, well, remember when I said you can't leave Britain until you've got money? Well, here we have it.
Well, I began to change my mind during the last 10 or 20 years as we watched the face of Britain changing, and changing slowly but substantially, and in many ways insidiously. And I think that the fact that the dice is now fallen in favour of those who have a totally different view of the way that British justice and common sense, and I think the common law, which represents our common sense, is interpreted in this country. I think politics has already entered the bloodstream of our way of life. I think that we have been divided without our consent. I think that most of the people who are listening now, and probably many who are elsewhere enjoying the sunshine, will share exactly the views you expressed only a few moments ago about where they would like to be. Many of them don't want to be in Britain anymore. They're looking at escaping, and many of them can't. But those who can, those with the money, those who are being targeted by this government,
so I can only escape England if you have money. There you go.
Social services.
Why can't I go for free?
Leaving, and they're leaving in such large numbers that they're taking.
Well, why can't I go and be a refugee somewhere else?
The burden on the rest of us is going to be very serious over the coming years. This country's economy, as Daniel Hannan has described in the Telegraph and the Times, I think that we're going to be heading for real serious economic problems in the coming months and years.
I agree. Economic problems that will also exacerbate even more social tensions. Now, when you look at other countries in Europe where there have been this wave of populism, we've already had it. I mean, I always say to people that we started it with Brexit. We're not dragging our heels, and you've had Maloney here and Geert Wilders there and Le Pen and then Trump. No, we actually started this with Brexit. We were the vanguard.
So why can't I leave England for free?
And the mechanisms that the establishment has used to try and stop this populist deluge, whether it be lawfare, whether it be the accusations against financial impropriety in the European Parliament with Marine Le Pen, whether it be prescribing the AFD, saying they've got extremist connections and therefore they cannot stand in a plebiscite, whether it be trying to smear someone like Giorgia Meloni as a young Mussolini activist. The establishment is constantly trying to use snap elections, faux coalitions, all of this stuff to stop these populist parties from getting anywhere near the levers of power. It is quite clear when you look at polling today that Reform are on for a massive election win if that election was held tomorrow. My feeling is I can't see that polling shifting too much, because I think that polling is rooted in massive concerns about demographic change, open borders and economics, which
open borders,
Farage is the only option
King
that
Charles,
is yet to be tried, and that is why the public, I think,
Tony Blair.
I say, well, this man's banged on about open borders for so long, we get it
King
now,
Charles
despite
in it. He is in it. Open
borders,
King Charles.
So I'm asking myself, how will the establishment
well,
stop
then if he's not
how
to do with it, then why don't he sort it out? Say
Nigel
something.
And his cohort don't get the keys to number 10. I think I've figured out a tactic they might use, but I wanted to ask you this as a veteran political editor, someone who has watched politics for decades and would have had a purview of all of these things taking place around the world. What levers do you reckon our lot are going to pull?
All of them.
I think that we have a problem. Okay, you've got a huge majority of people who are absolutely furious with this government and angry with the Tories for landing us with Labour. And they have switched in their droves to Nigel Farage and Reform. The problem is, I think, that is spread thinly in terms of achievable wins across the country in a general election. Much as I personally would like to see at the end.
Germans, that was really Jesus. So what are they going on about these Palestinians? What the fuck are you talking about? They're mixed up in it, aren't they? So fucking fucked up.
The majority of the people say that's a result we can't afford if we want to live here. So we're going to do what we need to do.
You are fucking come and live there, mate. I'm safer.
Chancellor Merz changes his policy. You know, he will change his policy for sure.
I'll move to Palestine.
Islamists living in Germany and pressuring.
What do you mean, do people in Palestine, like you're saying, to drop them all out of Palestine, move them all out of Palestine, London move to Palestine.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
in Ukraine. I'll tell you what, I'm moving to Palestine instead.
Do you plan on speaking with him? Is he going to also
England anyway.
at some point?
He's no longer in
Well,
Palestine.
that's something, but I haven't spoken to him since next Thursday. Yes, I intend to speak to him very soon. You asked about.
Well, I'm going to get chopped off here. I'm going to get chopped off there. What's the difference? What was the difference? I get slaughtered here, very Palestine. I don't know. You don't know if you
Among other things, the algorithm of the social network that I'm talking
That's
about,
what they.
everything else. And
Yeah, you start swapping people. Yeah, if you have me, I'll be first one.
It's not even
I'm
a
going to
question.
say, well, we're not
We're definitely
drop
people
the
that
ball
are
out
scared to be labeled
Palestine.
racist and Islamophobes. It's the same in Germany, same in other places.
Palestine.
thank you, Prime Minister. Talk about the seven.
Well, move from England to Palestine. War.
Propaganda war, information war.
Yeah.
Is Israel
Well, I'll get Hamas out.
Oh, we're definitely losing the propaganda war. It's not even a
I'm going to
question.
say, well, we're not
We're definitely
English
losing the
there.
propaganda war. We're always in defense, always trying to find answers when specific allegations are not true. And when we're always on defense, we look guilty all the time. This is not correct.
We're going to go out. I think we should go to, I think we're fast. Instead of moving them out of England and taking to Palestine and Ukraine. I'll tell you what, I'm moving to Palestine instead.
Do you plan on speaking?
I am the first English lady to turn round and say to King Charles, because he's not fucking English, is German. He is German. I wish I would stop saying he's a German ancestor. He's not a German ancestor, he's fucking German. And I am the first person to say, as English, is I am anti-fucking German. He can get off my fucking land, get off our pubs, and get back to bastard Germany. Because we're coming to put the borders up. If you don't like it, the better move. Jurassic Park! Fucking dinosaurs! We are now in the Jurassic Park, And we have to protect us from the fucking dinosaurs. So get back to France, all of them. Macron. Macron. And the old swat. Fuck out the way. They can come together. Swat. They're telling them what to do. What century was it? This century now want to fight back. And you only went to fight back because the border now we're in the Jurassic Park. We need to protect from the fucking dinosaurs.
This is what we use the French out of the way.
The French out the way. AI.
She's going to come economic. The French don't like it.
Well, because I'm making it close, make sure your barns are ready, formed up.
Don't need to go all the bushing anywhere else in the world. Sticky facts and go and get everything I've ordered.
Shabang.
I like that girl, dear. Yeah, they don't like it, they better move.
Fuck their houses. Fuck that. Send the steel to fucking France. Because we're the border up to keep the dinosaurs out. Well, I mean it, AI.